Hello everyone and welcome to my first video. Today I'm going to be doing a putting away photo cards with me for the groups that I collect. I sort of just wanted to start documenting my collection, and so what a better way to do it than through these videos. So for today I'm going to be putting away photo cards for all of the groups that I collect, which are Astro, TXT, BTS, and 17. I have all of the photo cards organized and out. I also do have some larger inclusions that I will be putting in as well as I move through my binders. For the sake of this video, I already did go ahead and double sleeve all of my photo cards. I double sleeve them and I use A5 binders. And for sleeves, I use the Mayday game sleeves, so the purple ones and the green ones, just because they get the job done, and for the price they are pretty good quality, and because I do go through sleeves fairly quickly, unfortunately, for my wallet, so these are just a good fit for me in my collection. So I'm going to go ahead and just start with putting away my BTS photo cards, just because I already do have the binder for all of these photo cards out here. Okay, so like I said, I use A5 binders with a 4-pocket page layout. I do use a double-sided layout at times, and this binder I actually made myself because I could not find anything that was accessible to me that was sort of on the sturdier side and not like, I'm not sure if you guys would know about like the Beyond D binders and that material. I wanted something that was just a little bit sturdier, that just was, you know, just a bit of a better hold for my photo cards. And because I also am a fan of binders when the rings are on like the back part of the binder and not this middle part, just because I think it holds the photo cards flatter compared to like the middle ones. So yes, I went ahead and I DIY'd my own binder. I bought the ring and everything, and then I just covered it in contact paper. So that is what I use for a couple of my, or for actually most of my BTS collection. So in this binder, I kind of just have DVDs and random, like their calendar, their D-Day calendar, winter packages, just a lot of like Japanese PCs. But anyways, I already did go ahead and put in sleeves, and the binder sleeves that I use are these Amifa clear pocket. I use the 4-pocket pages, the 2-pocket pages, and the single pocket pages. I get these from Mercari, Japan. I used to use Neokyo, but now that's no longer an option, so I might have to look for a different alternative, or maybe just join group orders through people using Bai. But for now, this is what I use. The reason being is because I do like the double-sided layout. So okay, so I am going to just start putting these photo cards away. I am just going to put them into the binders, mostly because I just want to have them stored properly. But I will be going through and downsizing this collection, so I'm not too worried in terms of organization. But so far I've put in the Memory Blu-ray 2019 for J-Hope and Taehyung, and then also these OT7 sets for both the Japan Mobile Fan Club, and then also the Permission to Dance LA Lucky Draws that I have the OT7 set for. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them in. For BTS, I collect Jungkook for Korean albums, and then I do collect just other PCs very selectively. I do have a couple of OT7 sets. And then I did actually recently decide that I was going to try and venture and collect Jungkook's DVD photo cards. So that is what I have here, and I'm actually really excited about this photo card. This is his Japan fan meet. I believe volume 3, if I'm not wrong. And I did just get this in the mail today, so I'm super happy with the quality, and I just love his smile. So yes, that concludes BTS. Okay, so moving on to my next binder. This is a binder that I purchased just off of Amazon, and it holds all of my Astro, TXT, and 17 PCs here, simply because at that moment my collection wasn't big enough, but I do think that once I store these photo cards, I will be able to put them in their separate binders. Again, not the biggest fan of this sort of material, especially because it doesn't lay flat. But for now, it does the job since I don't have enough materials to make more of my own binders. But I either will be doing that, or I do know that Luca Lab also has a binder that looks like a composition notebook that is more similar to the material of my previous binder. So I might look into getting some of those for these collections. Normally I store Astro's photo cards single-sidedly because I do like the backs of these photo cards. So I do like to be able to see them when I flip through my binders. But because I just wanted to not run out of sleeves, I went ahead and double-sided my collection. So, okay, I did leave pages here. And I'm just going to start with the switch on PCs. I do have full sets for both Moonbin and Uno. So I'll just go ahead and start putting those in if these pages will allow. Okay, single-handed is kind of difficult. I do apologize if I ever do go out of frame. Again, I'm pretty new at this, and so I'm sure that with time, I will improve, hopefully. Okay, and I thankfully was able to complete both of these sets pretty quickly, simply because I did find a seller on Mercari Japan who was listing sets in full. So I didn't have to go through the hassle of purchasing multiple albums, which is my preference. I'm not a big fan of having multiple copies of albums. And I'm also not very good at pulling the members that I would like to pull or the photo cards that I would like to collect. And then I also do have a lot of Uno's just benefits that, again, the seller was listing in sets. So I just have those here. I'm not too sure as to where each is from. But like I said, this video is more just me putting them away. When I do go back and sort through all of these and, you know, store them away in a more organized, I'll have more information on those. I'll have the wish list pulled up and stuff. This photo card is just, it makes me so happy. And I am so happy that I was able to get it, and for a not terrible price, because photo card prices are just going up by a lot, I feel. I do at some point want to go back and organize them so that they are by outfit. I did try and do that as much as possible, but I do think I want to get another one, a photo card with him in a hat, just so that it completes the 4 pages. But yes, this is what that looks like. And then I do have their bigger inclusions as well. And for this, I'm using the 2 pocket pages from Amifa. So I'll just slide those in. And then these pages are double-sided, so I'll go ahead and put Uno on the back. And then I do also have this Uno picture. So go ahead and just stick that in here for now. I do hopefully want to find pages that would maybe fit these more sideways. Okay, and that is it for Astro. Okay, so moving on into the next section of my binder is my Soobin collection for TXT. I collect Soobin, and then I do think that I will collect just a couple of Yeonjun's PCs as well, as Yeonjun is my bias wrecker, Soobin is my bias. I guess I didn't mention before, for Astro, Uno is my bias, Moonbin is my bias wrecker. So I do think I completed Soobin's Korean photocard collection. I wasn't planning on it, it wasn't my intention, but I found a seller who had the full set listed, and I decided to just go for it. It kind of just seemed like it was my time. So here I'm just going to put in these bigger inclusions that don't fit into the 4 pocket pages. And then I do have 2 of these. I will be putting one up for sale at some point, but for now I'll just put them both here. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and get started with the normal sized inclusions. Okay, and then I guess these don't have sleeves on them yet because I don't have sleeves that fit these, but these do fit into these pockets without sleeves. I'm not sure if they'll fit once they are sleeved. It seems like they would because there is a little bit of wiggle room in the pocket, but for now I will just be putting these in without sleeves. And then moving on into Blue Hour. Okay. And then I think I am going to put this Freeze OS PC in here, and then fill in the gaps for the rest of the photo cards. Okay, and then the together versions of these, and then I do also have the photo book photo cards for Soobin, and then Yeonjun and Soobin, and I'll just put that back here. And then I do have these larger inclusions that I'm just going to stick here as well, the uniform PC, and then the photos that came with little wishes. And that is it for Soobin. Okay, so moving on into the last group is 17's Mingyu. I currently only collect Mingyu, but I did decide recently that I would start collecting Joshua for 17 as well. And so I did complete Mingyu's Your Choice PCs, and they will just sit here with this Baekhyun Froggy PC. I don't collect Super M or EXO or Baekhyun at all, but I was in love with that photo card and there was an opportunity for a trade and I just decided to go for it. So he's just gonna sit there for now. And then for the remainder of Mingyu, I was able to purchase a full set of all of his Ode PCs. So again, I just prefer this because I am not very good at pulling the members, and when I decided to start collecting, the time for group orders was long gone. So I just decided that I would purchase a set, and thankfully I was able to find one again on Mercari Japan for a pretty good price. So this just made collecting Mingyu a lot easier. I will, moving forward, be collecting Mingyu very selectively, as well as Joshua. I think for both, I would like to have all of the Ode PCs, just because that is my favorite album of theirs. And I absolutely love all of the concepts, and I just think that they're all super adorable. So I'd love to have both full sets if possible. These two are my absolute favorite. These are just, I love the color, I love his poses, I love the outfits. It's a good all-around love for this specific set. Okay, And then moving on to the back. And again, I do think that when I move Mingyu into his own binder, I will be looking into a single-sided layout just because I love the backs of these photo cards. And I'd like to just have them displayed. Okay, and that concludes Mingyu. Okay, so I guess this then brings me to the end of me putting away my photo cards, as well as just the end of my first video in general. I had a lot of fun putting these away and sort of documenting my process and just speaking my thoughts out loud as I'm putting things away and sharing that. So hopefully I do plan to post more content soon. Like I said, I do want to separate out these collections as well, and I do want to downsize my BTS collection and post that up for trade and sale. And then I will also be putting JK into his own DVD binder as I go through the journey of collecting his photo cards. But thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, or just anything that you'd like to know or for me to talk about, or maybe some content suggestions. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. I apologize if it was a bit chaotic and fast-paced and just all over the place. Like I said, I mostly just wanted to store my photo cards just so that I could see my collection rather than seeing just a stack of cards, and making it easier for me moving forward in terms of what I want to do in future, setup for binders and such. But yes, so that is all for today, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Bye!